ImmuneWorks was founded in 2006 based on technology that we licensed from Indiana University, which came out of the laboratory of Drs. David Wilkes and Michael Clems, two Indiana University School of Medicine researchers. The sole focus of the company has been to develop novel treatments for the diseases of serious fibrotic lung diseases, which involve anti-collagen 5 autoimmunity. In the 7 years since we've been around, I would point to three primary milestones that we've achieved. First off, and most importantly, we've completed a phase 1 clinical trial in 30 IPF patients. Secondly, we filed and have issued patents for the treatment of fibrotic lung diseases, including IPF. And then we've also had patents filed for the treatment of asthma and emphysema. Now, we've accomplished all this on $12 million of invested capital, $8 million of which is non-dilutive financing. Since we were founded in 2006, we've run the ImmuneWorks organization very much as a virtual organization, where we have a small number of key insiders supported by a team of outside suppliers who help us get the work done. So the key insiders are three employees, myself, and I've spent over 30 years in the pharmaceutical industry, starting my career at Eli Lilly and Company, 10 years running a CRO. So I've spent most of my career on the science side of organizations and intensely involved with working at that interface between science and the business side of organizations. Dr. Terry Chu is our head of clinical development and regulatory affairs. Terry has more than 25 years of experience in the pharmaceutical industry, where he's led a great number of clinical development programs and filings to the FDA, both BLA and NDA applications. And then finally, Dr. Katia Rotar is our Director of Research Operations. In that role, Katia runs our internal lab operations, so she's been responsible for development of our antibody assay and then doing assays and tests of patient samples from our phase 1 clinical trial. Katia spent her career both in big pharma as well as in startup pharmaceutical biotech companies as well, so she's got great experience in this field. And then, of course, I must mention that both Drs. Wilkes and Clems continue to be actively involved in the management of the business and leading our science decision-making within the company. If future clinical trials validate the safety and tolerability profile of IW001 and support the efficacy signals, we believe that IW001 will fill a very important niche in the IPF marketplace based on three primary factors. First off, this is the only drug that's being developed focused on anti-collagen 5 autoimmunity. So we have a very specific, very unique mechanism of action as compared to other drugs in development for IPF. Secondly, IW001 is the only drug which is in development for IPF that is targeted to a specific subpopulation of IPF patients, which can be identified via our patented antibody assay. And then thirdly, IW001 as an oral, once-a-day use product. There are 200,000 patients in the United States and the top 5 European countries who've been diagnosed with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, or IPF. This is a disease which represents a significant unmet medical need, as the patients who are diagnosed with IPF are likely to die within 2 to 3 years of their diagnosis. There's only one product that's been approved for IPF, and that's been approved in Europe, Japan, Canada, but was not approved in the United States, a drug called pirfenidone. Where pirfenidone has been approved, the pricing that has been achieved is $30,000 to $40,000 per patient year, which just suggests the importance of this unmet medical need. We believe that based on the dynamics of the IPF marketplace and the specific niche that our product IW001 could fill, that the addressable market for our product is $2.8 billion. The business model that we have is really predicated on taking our product through phase 2 proof of concept clinical trial and then finding a partner, a big pharmaceutical firm, to do the final development and marketing of the product. And the market data certainly suggests that that's a very likely outcome. There have been 3 acquisitions in the IPF market space in the last 3 years, where 3 large pharmaceutical companies have acquired 3 development stage IPF companies. All these are approximately $500 million total deal value deals, so there's significant opportunities. We know, having spent a lot of time over the last several months talking to virtually all of the big pharmaceutical companies and a number of small to mid-sized firms as well, that there's a great amount of interest in IPF as a market opportunity by the pharmaceutical industry. So we're very confident that with a successful proof of concept clinical trial, that we'll be able to negotiate an exit to a pharmaceutical firm in 2 or 3 years.